In the dance of life, conflicts are inevitable. From petty disagreements to full-blown confrontations, the specter of conflict looms large in our daily existence. But what if I told you that there's a way to navigate these turbulent waters without ever raising a fist or hurling an insult? Enter Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that offers profound insights into the nature of conflict and the art of resolution. At the heart of Stoicism lies a simple yet profound truth: the only true battlefield is within ourselves. By embracing the dichotomy of control, Stoics recognize that while we may not have power over external events or the actions of others, we always retain control over our own thoughts, emotions, and reactions. This fundamental insight empowers us to approach conflicts with equanimity and clarity of mind. Instead of being swept away by anger or frustration, we can choose to respond with patience, empathy, and understanding. Through practices like mindfulness and negative visualization, Stoics cultivate a deep sense of inner resilience, enabling them to weather the storms of conflict with grace and dignity. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Here is the another point: is mindfulness practices. In a world filled with challenges and adversaries, true strength often lies not in the ability to overpower others, but in the resilience to face them with grace and fortitude. Cultivating inner strength is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, offering profound insights into mastering the self and navigating life's adversities. One powerful Stoic technique is negative visualization. By envisioning the loss of what we hold dear, we learn to appreciate life's blessings and prepare ourselves for inevitable hardships. Voluntary discomfort is another Stoic practice, willingly subjecting ourselves to discomfort to build resilience and adaptability. By embracing discomfort, we become stronger, both mentally and physically. Stoicism teaches us to detach from the emotional roller coaster of life's ups and downs. Through practices like the dichotomy of control, we learn to focus on what is within our power and let go of what is not. By cultivating emotional detachment, we gain clarity of thought and the ability to respond to challenges with wisdom and poise. Stoic virtues such as courage, wisdom, and justice guide us in facing adversaries with integrity and moral clarity. By embodying these virtues, we become beacons of strength and righteousness in the face of adversity. Through empathy and compassion, we transcend the cycle of conflict and seek understanding. Stoicism teaches us to see our adversaries not as enemies, but as fellow human beings with their own struggles and aspirations. Sometimes the wisest course of action is strategic retreat. By accepting what cannot be changed and conserving our resources, we position ourselves for future success and minimize unnecessary conflict. Ultimately, cultivating inner strength is not just about overcoming external challenges, but about becoming the best versions of ourselves. Through Stoic philosophy, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. Here is the another point: is mindfulness practices. In the tumultuous arena of life, where conflicts abound and adversaries lurk, one ancient philosophy offers a timeless beacon of wisdom: Stoicism. Amidst the chaos of external events, Stoicism teaches us the art of practicing emotional detachment. Emotional detachment does not mean suppressing or denying our emotions. Instead, it invites us to observe them with clarity and composure, like a Stoic philosopher contemplating the waves of the sea. When faced with adversity, the Stoic practitioner learns to pause and reflect. Invoking the timeless principle of the dichotomy of control, they recognize that while they cannot control external events, they hold sovereignty over their internal responses. By embracing this fundamental truth, we liberate ourselves from the shackles of reactive emotions. Anger, fear, and resentment lose their grip, replaced by a sense of inner peace and equanimity. Stoicism offers a plethora of practical tools to cultivate emotional detachment. Through the practice of negative visualization, we prepare ourselves for adversity, inoculating our minds against its sting. Through voluntary discomfort, we strengthen our resilience, forging a spirit unyielding to life's storms. In the heat of conflict, emotional detachment becomes our shield and sword. We observe our emotions as passing clouds, allowing us to respond with clarity and discernment rather than impulsivity and reactivity. Ultimately, practicing emotional detachment is not about numbing ourselves to life's joys and sorrows. It is about embracing them fully, while remaining anchored in the serene depths of our inner being. Here is the another point is mindfulness practices. In a world often defined by conflict and strife, the pursuit of victory often conjures images of battlefields and conquests. But what if true victory lies not in vanquishing our enemies, but in mastering ourselves? Welcome to a journey through the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, where we discover that embracing virtue ethics offers profound insights into transforming adversaries into allies, without ever raising a sword. At the heart of Stoicism lies the notion of virtue ethics, the belief that true success is found in living a life of moral excellence. Courage, wisdom, justice, these are the guiding stars that illuminate the path to victory, not through domination, but through integrity and righteousness. To embrace virtue ethics is to embody these timeless virtues in our actions and decisions, even in the face of adversity. It is the courage to stand firm in our convictions, the wisdom to discern right from wrong, and the justice to treat others with fairness and compassion. But embracing virtue ethics is not merely about lofty ideals, it is about practical wisdom and deliberate practice. Drawing from the teachings of Stoic sages like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, we learn to cultivate these virtues in our daily lives, honing our character and fortifying our resolve. Through introspection and self-awareness, we uncover the true power of virtue ethics, the ability to transform our perceptions and attitudes towards adversity. No longer do we see enemies to be defeated, but challenges to be overcome, opportunities for growth and self-discovery. In the realm of conflict, embracing virtue ethics becomes a formidable tool for diplomacy and reconciliation. Instead of escalating tensions through aggression, we seek common ground through dialogue and understanding, guided by the principles of justice and empathy. And as we extend the reach of virtue ethics beyond ourselves, we discover its ripple effects in the world around us. By embodying the virtues of courage, wisdom, and justice, we inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positivity and harmony that transcends borders and boundaries. Here is the another point is mindfulness practices. In the art of conflict, victory isn't always measured by the clash of swords or the roar of cannons. Sometimes the most effective battles are fought not on the battlefield, but within the recesses of the mind. Utilizing psychological warfare, an ancient strategy refined by Stoic philosophy, transcends physical combat. It's about understanding the human psyche, manipulating perceptions, and bending the will of adversaries without ever raising a fist. Drawing from the wisdom of Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, we learn that true strength lies not in dominating others, but in mastering ourselves. Let's delve into the art of psychological warfare, Stoic style. Step 1. Know thyself. Stoicism teaches us to understand our own weaknesses, fears, and desires. By mastering our emotions, we become impervious to manipulation and intimidation. Step 2. Understand thy enemy. Through empathy and observation, we gain insight into the motivations and vulnerabilities of our adversaries. Stoicism reminds us that even the fiercest foes are human, with their own fears and insecurities. Step 3. Speak softly. Carry a sharp mind. Stoic rhetoric empowers us to wield words as weapons, influencing perceptions and swaying opinions. With eloquence and persuasion, we plant seeds of doubt and dissent in the minds of our foes. Step 4. Patience. Grasshopper. Stoic wisdom teaches us the virtue of patience, knowing that time is often the most potent ally in psychological warfare. By biding our time and waiting for the opportune moment, we strike when least expected. Step 5. Victory through subtlety. Stoicism reminds us that the greatest triumphs are achieved with finesse, not brute force. Through cunning and guile, we outmaneuver our adversaries, leaving them bewildered and defeated. In the end, psychological warfare isn't just about defeating enemies, it's about transcending conflict altogether. By mastering our minds and embracing Stoic principles, we forge a path to peace and harmony, both within ourselves and in the world around us. Here is the another point is mindfulness practices. In a world often characterized by conflict and strife, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers timeless wisdom on how to navigate the turbulent waters of human interaction. Today, we delve into one of its most profound teachings, fostering empathy and compassion as a means of resolving conflicts without resorting to violence. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the recognition of our shared humanity. By embracing empathy, we acknowledge the struggles and aspirations of others, transcending the barriers of ego and prejudice. Stoicism teaches us to see beyond the surface of our adversaries, to recognize their fears, desires, and insecurities. Through compassion, we offer a hand of understanding, bridging the divide between us and those we perceive as enemies. But fostering empathy and compassion is not merely about extending kindness to others. It's also a path to our own growth and fulfillment. As Stoic philosophers remind us, in embracing the suffering of others, we cultivate virtues such as patience, humility, and resilience within ourselves. Here is the another point is mindfulness practices. During or giving up, it's about recognizing when to conserve your energy. In the art of conflict, victory is not always achieved through direct confrontation. Sometimes the greatest triumphs come from mastering the subtle dance of strategic withdrawal. Picture this: you're faced with an adversary, a situation where the odds seem stacked against you. But instead of charging headfirst into battle, you choose a different path. You choose to master the art of strategic withdrawal. It's not about serenity, to step back and reassess the situation. Strategic withdrawal is about knowing your limits, understanding that not every battle is worth fighting. It's about choosing your battles wisely and preserving your resources for the ones that truly matter. It's about knowing when to retreat, when to regroup, and when to bide your time. It's a dance of patience and resilience, a testament to the power of strategic thinking. Here is the another point is mindfulness practices. In a world often defined by conflict and confrontation, the path to victory isn't always paved with battles fought, but rather battles avoided. Enter the realm of intellectual agility, where the mind becomes the ultimate weapon, and Stoic philosophy serves as its guiding light. At its core, developing intellectual agility is about mastering the art of strategic thinking. Nurturing a mindset that thrives on complexity, ambiguity, and uncertainty. It's about embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. And approaching them with curiosity, creativity, and an unwavering commitment to finding solutions. It's about fostering intellectual humility. Recognizing that true wisdom lies not in the certainty of one's beliefs, but in the willingness to question, learn, and evolve. Stoicism, with its emphasis on logic, reason, and self-awareness, provides a solid foundation for cultivating intellectual agility. By honing our critical thinking skills, we gain the ability to navigate the complexities of life with clarity and purpose. Adapt to changing circumstances with grace and resilience. And to rise above adversity, not as conquerors, but as seekers of truth and architects of a better world. Here is the another point is mindfulness practices. In a world fraught with conflict, where adversaries seem ever present, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism offers profound insights on how to prevail without resorting to physical combat. At the heart of Stoicism lies the practice of mindfulness, a conscious awareness of the present moment, free from attachment to external outcomes. Through mindfulness, we cultivate the inner strength necessary to face our enemies without succumbing to rage or fear. By immersing ourselves in the present moment, we detach from the grip of negative emotions, allowing clarity of thought and purpose to emerge. Stoicism teaches us that true victory lies not in vanquishing our enemies, but in mastering ourselves. By embracing virtues such as courage, wisdom, and justice, we transform conflict into an opportunity for personal growth and moral integrity. Through the practice of negative visualization, we prepare ourselves for adversity, cultivating resilience and fortitude in the face of challenges. And by accepting the inevitable fluctuations of fate, we free ourselves from the grip of anxiety and despair. Stoicism teaches us the art of strategic withdrawal, knowing when to retreat from conflict to preserve our resources and energy for more meaningful pursuits. And through psychological warfare, we learn to influence the perceptions and actions of our adversaries with rhetoric, persuasion, and subtle manipulation. By fostering empathy and compassion towards our adversaries, we recognize their humanity and motivations, paving the way for conflict resolution through dialogue and understanding. Here is another point is mindfulness practices. In a world often consumed by conflict and division, where the prevailing narrative glorifies confrontation and conquest, there exists a timeless wisdom that offers an alternative path. The philosophy of Stoicism, born in ancient Greece and refined in the halls of Rome, teaches us that true victory is not found in the defeat of our adversaries, but in the cultivation of peace within ourselves and in our relationships. Promoting peace and harmony through Stoicism begins with a profound shift in perspective. It's about recognizing that our greatest battles are not fought on the battlefield, but within our own minds. It's about embracing empathy and compassion, seeing the humanity in others, even when they are our perceived enemies. It's about understanding that beneath the surface of conflict lies a shared desire for happiness and fulfillment. Stoicism teaches us to seek common ground, to engage in meaningful dialogue, and to pursue reconciliation rather than retaliation. It's about transcending the cycle of violence and division and forging a path towards genuine understanding and cooperation. Ultimately, promoting peace and harmony through Stoicism is not just a personal endeavor. It's a collective journey towards a more compassionate and equitable world. It's about fostering connections, building bridges, and creating a future where conflict is replaced by collaboration. Here is another point is mindfulness practices. In a world that often seems to thrive on conflict and discord, where headlines scream of division and hostility, there exists a timeless philosophy that offers a different way. Stoicism, born in the ancient cities of Greece and refined amidst the tumult of Rome, teaches us that true victory is not found in the defeat of our enemies, but in the cultivation of peace within ourselves and in our interactions with others. Promoting peace and harmony through Stoicism begins with a profound shift in perspective. It's about recognizing that our greatest battles are often fought within our own minds. It's about embracing empathy and understanding, seeing beyond the surface of conflict to the shared humanity that unites us all. It's about acknowledging that beneath the veneer of animosity lies a common longing for happiness and fulfillment. Stoicism teaches us to seek common ground, to engage in meaningful dialogue, and to pursue reconciliation rather than retaliation. It's about transcending the cycle of violence and division and forging a path towards genuine understanding and cooperation. Ultimately, promoting peace and harmony through Stoicism is not just a personal endeavor, it's a collective journey towards a more compassionate and equitable world. It's about fostering connections, building bridges, and creating a future where conflict is replaced by collaboration. In the words of the Stoic sage, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Let us then choose thoughts of peace, of harmony, and of unity. For in doing so, we not only transform ourselves, but the world around us.